It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Bears, leader at quarterback. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Bears and the Saints on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 14 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Levis sets up to throw here. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, I've been reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Here's Patty. Touchdown Bears! Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. You look at this Bears defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Petty now. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 18 carries, 119 yards, and the score.
And he's been a touchdown machine for this season. He's #1 in the league in rushing touchdowns. So it has to help the entire offense as a whole. Play action passes, other people have a chance to touch the football because if you're a defense, you absolutely have to key on them.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They're going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And a dump off here to Robinson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Levis to throw it. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, it's Levis. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Levis. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Levis out of the shotgun now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears. Touchdown. Well, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here in this first quarter.
And partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
Santos now to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Meanwhile, Levis' throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 3rd and 9 here.
Third down.
Levis looking to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Saints first down.
Play action now. Levis. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 17-0 our score after 1. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New Orleans.
And Levis going back to the air. Olave holds it in.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him?
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
So no gain on the play, and now 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Saints first down.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Levis. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
First down, Saints.
First and 10. Here's Levis. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Jaquan Brisker there defensively.
Levis back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Levis on third down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Sanders' kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that stems the tide just a little, but this still a 2-touchdown game.
And I think that maybe that was a bit of a calming drive for this offense, and that's exactly what they needed. They were able to move the ball. They did some good things. It's still the second quarter. Plenty of time to go.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. And the good news, his team's winning. And the bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump this game up as this one moves on.
He probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down. The Bears in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. Oh, and Nelson's... And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
At the Saints 23-yard line.
Here's Patty. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Robinson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. 1st and 10, it's Levis. And this one too low.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure
and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Levis' throw complete there to Thomas. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Levis to throw once more. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we come upon halftime here at Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Petty now. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
They'll drop to throw, and this is caught by Evans. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Well, there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Robinson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run it again with Kamara. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
It's a gain of 20. And the Saints
on first down, Levis. That's Olave bringing in another one.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Levis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
A full left side taken in by Kmet.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there, but they're across the 50 at the 48 now. Back to throw again.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Joshua Williams makes the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. They'll run with Robinson. Gets around him. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. Second down and a yard. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incomplete.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Kyler Gordon on the coverage.
Levis.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Levis on 3rd down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. And he's got a Bears touchdown. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd down and 3.
At the 38-yard line.
Working from the gun. Here's Levis. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st down, Saints.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Levis looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Levis sets up to throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Sanders is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chicago offense set to get started as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Here is 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Patty. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Bears 1st down.
They try the left side with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Read option. Here's Herbert. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. First and 10, it's Levis. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Levis. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Saints 1st down.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Johnson running left. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
They go to Johnson again. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. This now a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Petty now. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of